There we go.
There she goes.
There we go. All right, Cam Fam. Welcome to another installment of EverMore with EverLore. I'm your host / LM Uriah. Cam Fam, say hi, or actually, you guys say hi to Cam Fam real quick.
What's up, Cam Fam? Hey, Cam Fam, how you doing?
Yeah. So, Cam Fam, I know we're missing some Wahoo, but we have the most important characters tonight. But before we even jump into this part of the stream, I want to tell you guys about our social medias. We got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, TikTok, Discord, and YouTube. That's EverLoreGame. Cam Fam, we love the conversation, we love the community, and we love you, Cam Fam. So be sure to check us out on our socials. Again, I did say we have a YouTube channel, so go ahead and put EverLoreGame in the search bar. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, hit that bell so you're notified whenever we upload a new video to that channel. Also, if you guys just want to support us, or if you just really want to play an awesome game, then go ahead and check out ManChildLTD.com, and we've got some cool merch like our EverLore t-shirts and hoodies, as well as our Traveler's Compendium and things of that nature to get you started playing your own session. Last but certainly not least, we stream live. So if you want to catch Wahoo live Thursday nights, 6:50 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, go ahead and put twitch.tv/EverLoreGame in the search bar for you. And while you're at it, why not go ahead and give us a follow? And then we also have a second stream. That's twitch.tv/Essence of EverLore. They stream Monday nights from 6:45 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, that's twitch.tv/Essence of EverLore. Guys, we're trying to get that to 50 followers. So if you guys are looking for a game that promotes diversity, okay, and is not held back by classes or levels, with awesome customizations, then this game is for you. So go ahead and check out that Twitch stream as well.
Right.
Totally flip that and switch that around, but
that boy got it.
So as per usual, we normally start with a recap. If you guys want, we can do a recap. It's just a quick coin toss.
No,
you know,
let's dive right in.
Oh man, Stitch, that's hilarious. Okay,
we gotta give a little recap. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. A little. Okay. I'll give it. I'll put my hand in.
Okay. All right, and then I guess I will roll, and that is Monotopa.
All right. So we had defeated the big bad demon, and basically at the end of the prior episode, the three of us that were in the, I guess, basement dungeon area, portal breached out. So they were outside. That left Monotopa, Stitch, and Vandra inside battling the gnolls and the goblins. We were just lightweight, you know what I'm saying, working it through. And the other three members of Wahoo were jealous of our savagery. And so they was like, we got to get in on this. Right. Coming in, and like we was murking them, boom, 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 you know, and all that stuff. And Vandra, he did something like kind of crazy. He was like standing probably about 30 or 40 feet away from Monotopa, and you know, he like stuck his hand or something, and somehow his hand came and like was where it shouldn't have been or something, and he like chopped off somebody's head or something. And Monotopa was like, oh, that's cool. And then Monotopa was like, I could do that too. So Monotopa stepped through the shadows on him, and then he like took his mace and bashed somebody in the head. And all of that was going well, no issues. You know, we had got to the last one, last little goblin. Everybody had their licks in. Boom, boom, everybody boom. Had it. And it was crawling past, you know, knee carving, you know, and knee carving was trying to swing. Boom, miss, boom, miss, you know, hit, you know, last hit. Uh-oh, hold on. I think knee carving's coming in.
There we go. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so knee carving is joining us.
Yeah.
Just in time for me to talk about how knee carving, you know, on that last little hit on the goblin, you know, it's like, oh, and then all of a sudden, you know, Lord took a looking and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna have to do something about this." And a dark Carbon shows up and basically wrecks everybody.
Yeah, no, I see I came at an opportune time. Sorry about the wait. I hope I wasn't holding you guys up even further.
No, I mean, Nicarbon went down, you know, Vandra went down. A lot of people couldn't hit her, so he put up some spells on himself, and he just stood in her way. That's all he could do. That was all he could do. You know, luckily, some of the other halflings were sniping her, and that's about all we got.
Yep. Nope. I mean, sometimes all you got to do is not die.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to hold out for Vanador to come through. Okay, that is Stitch.
Yeah, so to my camp fam, I'll be real brief. Dark.
Yes.
I tell you what, Dark, we can call it Darky, man. Darky Carbon is no joke. I just knew I could hit her, you know, so I wasn't sweating no bullets, man. But then all of a sudden, my arrows is missing left and right. And I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I can't figure out here. No. So I had to cast a spell. I hung out on the ground for a minute, you know, every now and then I stick my head up, just make sure everything's okay. However, I must say, Stitch played a vital role at the very end of the combat. He saw off in the distance his companion Vandra was struggling. And he fell to the ground. So Stitch went over and he was able to cast a spell that prevented Vandra from dying. So I think LM, if you could just remember that in
remember that in like the footnotes.
That'd be great, LM. I'm not saying that'd be great. You're
gonna look at your notes and you're gonna see scribbled in like 10,000 EP for Stitch.
Oh man! All right, Anthony, you got anything to add to the recap?
Well, I wasn't here to see what the recap was, but I can just give really brief. You know, Nicarbon, after seeing a goblin flying at her from the teammate, assuming it was still alive, struck it down in midair and missed so bad Lore decided to punish all of Wahuru for it. You know, after already having had rolled a Vanador's Delight, buffing further Dark Nicarbon, summoned Dark Nicarbon, and she knocked Nicarbon out, you know, hit a couple 12s on the Vandra, and it was looking pretty grisly, I'm not gonna lie. Even Rastilian, the great defender, was running away from Dark Nicarbon. Really had to come back in.
Oh
wow. I will say this. At least CamFam knows that I'm a fair LM because I saw these Vanador's Delights and Singularities coming, and I was like, it definitely was coming towards me in my head.
Man, like my very first time
I was like, ooh, let me deflect this to one of these halflings.
Right at the very start of that combat, I got hit with 2 of those 12s.
Yes. But
it was crazy.
That is true. You guys basically covered most of what happened, and I'll give you guys a little +1 on top of that for the fact that it was 2 weeks ago. So that would be Dave. You got 3. Stitch, you got 2. Let's see.
Hey Dave,
Nicarbon, odd or even?
Odd or even? Okay. Well, let me retort that with a question. How many numbers are on this cup? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Odd.
That is 3 for you then.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right, and I guess we will go ahead and get started where we left off, which is finally getting rid of Dark Nicarbon. My goodness, it seemed like she was standing forever.
Hey, Raya, are you cool? I don't have any space on my adventure notes sheet. Is it cool if I just keep it on a Google Doc and then get a new sheet?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's okay. Okay. Whatever you got to do to get that recap next week.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
We left off finally getting rid of Dark Nikar when we are all inside. And Vandra had just cast some healing spells for Nikarvwin and Matatopa and himself.
Yeah.
So I believe we all got substantial vitality. If I'm correct, I believe he did a total of 90-something points of vitality recovery.
Yeah, that put Matatopa back to whole.
Okay, cool.
Which is good because I'm out of my potions.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, luckily with that, you also got half your spell cost allotment again.
That's pretty
It
cool.
was spell regeneration. Or I'm sorry, he did tranquility.
Nice.
So there we go. And Vandra will say, ugh. Well, I hate to admit it, but Nikarvwin, you were mighty in some ways. And he will begin to walk out of the building.
Carvin will follow suit, and she'll say, that was simply a dark version of my own strengths. I wish to fight as valiantly as her, but I don't believe I've hit that potential yet.
And this Stitch is gonna say, "Hey, before we leave, I'm gonna see if there's any swag left. So I'm gonna go insight."
Like, yeah, you guys, hold on. Let's loot these guys.
Yeah, let's check this out real quick. This might
Go ahead and roll.
All right, I got a 35.
35?
Yes.
Is anyone else looking with him, or is it just...
I was already...
Matatopa is going to... I'm not going to look as far as check the swag, but Matatopa is going to say, I'll watch your back while you do that. And so I know there was stairs going up and I think stairs going down. So I'm going to sort of sit like in between both, while stand and sort of watch both while he's doing that.
Okay. Alrighty. Well then with that, you said 35?
Yes.
You can everyone roll me a d6.
Everybody?
Yes, everyone roll me a d6.
All right, got you.
I got a 5.
I got a 2.
Okay.
I also got a 2.
Okay, 5, 2, 2s. 4, 5, 20, 20. Okay, you will find 60 platinum pieces.
Wow.
Just scattered amongst all of the bodies.
Nice.
You'll find some torn leather armor, but then you'll also find some fine leather armor. You'll find 9 complete fine leather armor sets.
Nice.
Squirmy. Sorry, guys.
Aww.
There we go. Okay. 5. You'll find 9 complete leather armor sets.
Okay.
You'll find 3 spears.
Nice.
7 swords.
Wow.
6 daggers. 12 bows.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
And 6 axes.
Awesome.
And 4 javelins.
Lovely.
Party loot.
Absolutely.
So with that,
Throw that out there.
what are you doing with
Her Stitch.
Yes.
Quickly, put this in here. I'm going to hold out the
Got it.
quarter sack.
All right. I put in sack, and then thank you for watching over me, Matatopa. Let's go follow Vandra.
As you say that, both of you guys roll insight from me.
Okay.
I got a 37.
37, you say?
Yes.
Okay. Monotopa?
At a 38.
Okay. Okay. Somebody's been getting that insight up.
Yeah.
So with that, Stitch, you will see what appears to be shadows overtake something behind you. And Monotopa, you will feel the cool darkness of shadows envelop you as you, almost as if you were blinking, and then you appear somewhere else.
Wait, so I don't see him no more. Is he gone or?
You no longer see Monotopa, Stitch.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
Do I feel like do I feel like I'm being attacked? Is it just happened so quickly that
It happened very quickly. You don't.
Okay. Then I'm going to have my weapon, and I'm going to just get myself set.
Okay. As you do that, you will hear a voice that says, "Oh, welcome, the young fallen brothers."
The fallen brothers. Yeah. I'm gonna look around and see who has spoken. And I roll a 2.
Mm-hmm. With the papers. You will see that the room or area that you are in is completely pitch black, as if it were made of the shadows. And then you will see on the ground, whenever the voice speaks, you'll feel that it seems like it's trembling, the whole area. But when it speaks, you'll see glowing like red that shifts to white.
I am not sure who you are, but if you are brothers, I assume you mean me no harm. But I'm not going to lower my weapons.
Sorry. I think you cut out there a little on my end.
Okay. I'm not sure who you are, but if we are brothers, I assume you mean me no harm, but I'm not lowering my weapons.
So when you say that, you'll hear, "Foolish, I am not your brother. Your brother is with you." And then you will say that you aren't lowering your weapon. Is it the mace?
Yeah.
The mace has dissipated into shadow.
Okay, I'm going to try to magical aptitude to call it back.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, in my time of need, I'm going to think, in my time of need, do not forsake me. And I'm going to roll my naturism, which is my magical aptitude. And that's 39.
Okay. With your naturism, let's see, you said 39.
Yeah.
You'll see almost as if it is trying to blink back to you, but something is stopping it. And you will hear the voice say, "Ah, what great will you have." Yes. This is to be expected. But no, you shall not have this back. Not now. And then it'll stop phasing and be gone.
What? They just snatched his weapon.
Then I'm going to drop the shield and say, who stands before me?
As you begin to say that, giant hands, almost not enveloping you, but if you were like this was Monotopa, and all 8'6" Matatopa, the hands are like this big, and you see basically this much of the torso and above, and it's like a flash. And you can roll knowledge for me.
Whoa.
Oh, that's yikes.
You see yourself standing on like there's a giant pole where you are, and for a brief second you get a glimpse almost outside of yourself, and it seems as though you're on a hammer, just like a sledgehammer or a forging hammer or something, and you are standing and it is facing down, and the pole is the handle, and then you come back to where you are, and it's just a giant, like you can't even see the end of it in terms of what it looks like to you. And as that happens, you will hear, "So you have forgotten already."
Then I have forgotten little in this life. I know that from what I have seen, that there is little to my strength alone. And truly, you are a power beyond me.
As you say that, he will say, and the white lights that seem to fluctuate and swell whenever his voice is booming, they will actually turn to like a very calm, like eggshell. Like it's not a bright, furious white anymore. It turns into a calming white as he says, "It is rare that that one has made me feel this way. But if it were to be, it would be that of the Shuggoth. I am Brimstone." And lava will begin to shoot up like as pillars right around you.
Oh my.
And you will see, like from up here up, just a giant, like
a giant what?
Being.
Okay.
I am going to sort of fall back and sort of shield myself. Is it like, am I feeling like is there heat or like intensity?
Yes, there's an intense heat. Have you ever seen like when it's so hot you can see the air like?
Oh yeah.
So in this darkness, you can see the shadows wave as the lava and pillars of flame begin to shoot up, and almost as if they are connected to Brimstone. The eyes begin to turn the color of the lava. And so in the darkness, all you see are glowing orange eyes, at you, once the lava dissipates.
I will say, Brimstone, and I'm trying to shield myself. I know you to be a servant of Alamega, and the last time I was in your presence, I had displeased him and was chastised. I pray that I have not done so again. I have tried to be strong. I have tried to overcome my doubts. Tell me where I've been weak, and I will be stronger.
You have been weak in your understanding. You have grown, but there is still much to learn. You have stifled your rage and your fury, But have you focused your rage?
I fear to, for I feel that my rage is like a torrent and would wash over the world. I have lost all that was dear to me and feel that I am like a ship without a tether. I know that I have a purpose, but I don't know what it is. You have referenced Shugoth, and I have heard that before, but I don't know what that is.
And how you spell Shugoth?
ZHUGAFF.
Thank you.
Yeah. So when you say that, Brimstone will say, it is not wrong to feel the waves of fury like that of a storm. It is how you utilize that rage, the wrath. What is it that you search for?
I search for justice. I search for liberation. I search for vengeance.
So as you started saying that, as soon as you say, I search for justice, on the ground, in lava, an M appears. As soon as you say you search for or liberation, made out of lava, a shield appears right outside of that M. And right as you finish saying you search for vengeance, a sword out of lava will appear on the ground that you're standing on. Just like, you can roll insight or knowledge, probably both.
Wow. So insight is, it would help if I have the right sheet in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Insight's 33. Knowledge is 28.
Okay. With that insight, you see clear as day. Like, the heat from it is almost overwhelming. The flames and the heat feel angry, unquenched rage, just unfiltered wrath that you're feeling from this. As you're stating this stuff, with the knowledge, you will note that it is in the shape of what you were looking at in the Unterland. When you were asking that question towards the
yeah.
And it also reminds you of your place, but it's made of lava.
Yeah. I have seen this before and feel that it is too long since I have tried to commune with Alamega. I have neglected my holy place in lieu of searching for the justice that I say I seek. Apologies for that error. I will try to correct it as I grow stronger and learn more. But perhaps you could help me understand what is this Shugoth, and how is that related to me?
If that is truly what you seek, then you may grab the sword. It will answer. But if there is something else that you seek, then you shall grab the shield, and that shall answer.
What else should I ask? Is there...
That is something that you must decide.
I think to know the Shugloth would be to increase my understanding of myself. However, that is a name I have heard and can try to research. I may not understand even what I do not understand. So perhaps I should ask the shield to give me guidance of that. So
as you are making your decision, as you are talking about Shugloth, the flames of the sword burn brighter, and the heat intensifies, but it no longer is the color that matches Brimstone's eyes that are still piercing at you. They are now black flames.
Dang.
And yet, I do like shadows.
I'm just explaining what everything is happening while you're speaking.
Real smooth, real smooth.
Yes.
I think I will seek the hidden truth. And so Matatopa will reach down and try to pick up the shield.
Okay. As soon as you grab the shield, you will take 13 points of damage as your arm begins to burn, and black flames begin to shoot out of your arm. As you are grabbing the shield, you will realize that everything seems connected. And as you begin to pick it up, your eyes will no longer see the room. You will see darkness, and you will hear heavy breathing. Your heart is pounding so fast, and you are out of breath. There's sweat on your brow. There's noises of battle everywhere, and screams of horror and pain. As you look about, you will see a child. It's wrapped up, and it looks like something. Go ahead and roll insight.
All right. 39. Oh, sorry, 38.
Okay. With that insight roll, it'll look as if it were like a Hiroshima, but not quite. Made of shadow almost, but not a shadow. You can't quite put your finger on it. You see that baby, and it is crying. And in your mind, all you can think of is needing to make it quiet so that it is not discovered. We will cut to the rest of Wahuru.
Yeah. That's
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Stitch, Matatopa is no longer with you. Vandra and Nikarvin have begun to walk out. The halflings are still in there. They're starting towards the door.
I'm going to say, fellas, something happened. My Manitoba is no longer here.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to roll insight to see if I can see in the shadows.
Yeah, Nicarvin is gonna like turn around on a heel and just same idea. Roll insight. I got a 37.
Vandra will do the same, and I'm sure the halflings will follow suit. Okay. So what'd you guys get?
I got a 34 for insight.
Vandra got a 30. The halflings, let's see. What was that? 48 for Davey, and what was that? 35 for, yeah, I think that. And then Nicarvon, what'd you get?
I got a 37.
Okay. So between the halflings, Nicarvon, and Stitch, Vandra not being any help, everyone, especially Stitch, you'll see that where Monotopa was standing, almost a brief glimpse of a pillar of shadow was there, and then the shadow disappears. But in its place seems to be an 8'6" elon made of shadow. It seems to be holding a mace in its hand and a shield.
Is it just standing still, or is it like
standing still at the moment? And you swear that the eyes are burning like the color of lava.
Whoa. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna start praying.
All right.
Hey, okay.
Yeah. I'm calling out, dare you.
Okay.
Will you please give me insight as to what's going on? I need your help.
Okay.
Can you go ahead and roll insight to peep what Stitch is doing?
Yeah, you can. I mean, I don't think he's trying to hide that he's praying, are you?
Yeah, I'm shouting.
Oh, no.
I'm shouting.
I just wanted to see, like, what he's doing. Nicarvon was curious.
Yeah. So, I mean, you see it.
All right, sweet.
And I'm going to roll religious attunement.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 12, baby. So,
okay.
That is 40. So, yes, a 40.
Okay. With a 40, you will see clouds, almost as if you are walking on the clouds. You can roll insight if you'd like.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh, another 12. All right. Insight is 38.
Okay. As you are walking amongst the clouds, essentially walking on air almost, you notice that you aren't wearing the gear that you were wearing as Stitch, but it does seem familiar. Yes, you see a golden sword in your hand, and you will see golden armor, like just almost not like ironclad like everything, but I mean it's covering a lot. You don't see any skin or anything like that. You're just covered from about chest to toe, and just golden armor. But it's light.
I'm sorry, you said I also have a golden sword as well? Whoa.
Yes, a golden sword. You look, and the sword, go ahead and roll your religious attunement.
Okay. I ain't doing good this time. A 30. I got a 30.
Yeah. Okay. With this, almost as if it is not your own, you see the golden sword, and the blade begins to bend. It begins to bend and stretch. As it elongates, you see that the hilt turns into string, and it becomes a bow that is golden.
No. Oh, okay.
And the blade makes the bow, but the tip of the blade stretches thin to make the arrow.
Dang. Wow. Okay. Okay. So I'm seeing all of this. So then I'm gonna say I praise you, Danu. I'm humbled by this. How does this help, my friend?
As you say that, you are thinking that, but different words come out of your mouth.
Oh,
What you're thinking is that, but what comes out of your mouth is, yes, I will, because I must. And you begin to move along the sky, like, again, walking on air, but faster than you could even fly with your wings.
Oh, man.
It is almost as if you are running faster than your flight. That's the best way I can put it.
Okay.
And as you begin to run along the clouds, you travel a great distance. In your mind, you would think maybe 200 to 300 miles in about 2 seconds.
Woo.
Just covering that distance. And when you stop, you see the clearest blue sky. No more clouds. And as if the sky were also a reflection, the sky begins to move like waves.
Dude.
You look underneath the sky and you see what appears to be a lake. You can roll knowledge for me if you want to.
Absolutely. Yep, I do want to. Cool. I got 11. So my knowledge is 25.
Do you recall when you seized out the last time?
Yes, a little bit, yes.
Do you remember the dream?
If I go back to my notes, I'm sure. I was by a lake, wasn't I?
Yes.
Yes.
With a golden sword.
Yes.
And this, you see almost the same thing. But right as you recognize both the lake and the sky that you are in, shadow takes over. And you are now enveloped in shadow, and then you come to inside the mansion.
Oh my God. Whoa. Okay, that's a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And so and then you said that, and I can't, and now I'm back into the mansion.
Yes, you are now Stitch in the mansion. Like, same gear as Stitch, everything, you are Stitch.
Okay. How do I feel right now? Do I roll insight?
I mean, yeah, I mean, what do you ask specifically? I can't tell you how you feel.
I'm a little perplexed. I'm very, I'm crying after my goddess, and I have this wonderful dream, but I don't know how it helps my friend. That's why I'm a little perplexed with that. So okay, all right. So then I think I want to walk up. Dude. Okay. The shadow where my top is at. I wanna slowly approach it.
Okay. Nicarvin, what are you doing?
Well, I was a little distracted. Did I see what happened with Stitch? Or was that?
No. That, to you, Stitch was praying, and almost in a split second, like, everything happened so quickly that it just seemed like he finished praying and then began to walk up towards the shadow.
Okay, all right. So if that's how I perceive it, then I'm just gonna go ahead on. I mean, I know Maratopa is 8'6" and he deals with shadow magic. I kind of assume it was him, but then again, the last time I assumed something, aka the goblin, was alive. So I'm just gonna roll insight and see if I can, decipher, and then I'll ask Stitch, is that Maratopa? And then I'll go ahead and roll. I got an 8, 41 for 40 for insight.
Okay. With a 40, so you're trying to see if it's Maratopa, is that what you're saying?
I'm trying to determine if it's Maratopa, and essentially, yeah.
Other than the fact that this thing seems to be made of shadow, it is an exact copy of Maratopa.
Huh.
Like it seems exactly, almost as if Maratopa were standing right there. It's exactly the same, except it seems to be made of shadow. And the eyes are red, like lava.
Oh. Okay. That's interesting. And then I guess I'm just going to speak to it. Maratopa, are you feeling all right?
Yes. Yes, I'm feeling okay. Actually, are you feeling all right? I mean, you just fallen and then you wanted to leave, and now you're checking on me. I mean, I was in a better situation than you were.
Well, no, of course you fought valiantly against my clone, but your skin is looking a little shadowier than usual.
That's hilarious. Maratopa will say that's just the melanin.
Oh, no, I didn't know
that. No. But he'll say,
that's not what I
he will say, I know not of what you speak. I am here and I am fine. I look fine to me.
Are you sure that battle didn't leave you scarred with something?
Yeah,
I mean, if you
I feel
want,
fine.
all right. I suppose if you're feeling well, then would you like to plan to leave with the rest of us?
Yeah, we were heading out. I thought Stitch was coming over to put stuff in the
all right.
Why are you talking? I'm gonna say, Maratopa, you're a shadow. What's going on?
Oh. I am not a shadow. Not yet. No. But I am working towards, improving myself, So don't worry about what I'm doing. Stitch, maybe you should pray more. You know what I mean? Work on Stitch, arrows flying, death following.
Can I? Okay. I'm going to. I don't have my weapons in my hand. I'm going to try and kind of stealthily hand can't to Vandra. And I know he can only do simple base stuff. So I'm going to say,
technically speaking, Vandra does know hand can't.
Oh, okay. All right, sweet. Still, I'll try to make it short and sweet so that way I don't get myself caught. I'm going to say Maratopa, suspicious. And then I'm going to try to do it behind my body. So that way you know.
That boy sus.
Let's go ahead and roll your stealth.
All right. It's 9:30.
Maratopa, does your insight beat 30 with a 7?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. Hold on. Yes, it does.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Don't put me on the roller coaster like that.
So Maratopa will look and say, huh, and yet you are the one being deceitful and I have nothing to hide. Come, let us go. There's things that we must do. As he begins to walk out.
Maratopa, why are your eyes so red?
I cannot see my eyes. I don't.
Y'all sound like Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah,
How many guys you have?
yeah.
Something is wrong. Okay, if that's it's not a lot, but is it okay if I try and use my magical attunement to shadow see this out? Maybe see if there's something I can see through that kind of like sensory system that I have that I can't like visually see through insight.
Sure. And actually, I'll give you +1 EP because I didn't even think of that for me, and I have a bunch of proficiencies. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
All right, sweet. Glad we're on the same boat. 29.
Yeah, I probably should have done that. What'd you get?
29.
29. Okay, and I, as Vandra, got 41. So, you got with your 29. You will. What are you looking for specifically again?
So I know the Shadow Sea is useful for like seeing the kind of magics that like are produced, and well, not. The Shadow Sea deals with magic, so if I can deal with, the Shadow Sea, I want to see if the kind of magic that Matatopa normally uses, if like that matches what this Matatopa is in front of me. I want to see if those two things line up. And I know I don't look for Matatopa's magic a lot normally, but I'm hoping that this, can help me decipher whether or not this is real Matatopa.
Well, what does that mean? Like magic, because magic line up. Like what does that mean? Like, is it like spells that you've seen him use before? Is that what you're searching for? Is it like what do you mean by line up?
Not specifically the spells, although if I could like see if his grimoire matches up as well. I don't know if that's like a thing I can sense like through his clothes or whatnot. I was speaking more so to like the idea of Matatopa is very big on the spirits, and so I want to see if like his strengths in magic or whatever magic vibes that emanate off him resemble spirits more so than not.
Oh, okay.
But like if his grimoire is the same, over to this copy as was the last, that would be kind of useful.
So with the 29, you will not know.
Dope.
For that, yeah. With the 29, you will not know. However, Vandra with the 41 will also not know that. But Vandra was looking for something different. He was looking to see what in fact like not necessarily spells in the area, but spells not against Matatopa, but are happening on him or something. Like what is the magic that is happening to him or whatever.
Hey Vandra.
Yeah.
Hey Vandra. Mika said you should ask him to punch you. If he misses you, it's Matatopa.
Oh! I don't like that, Mika. I don't like that.
Right, Tim.
Can you give her an EP for that? That's insane.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow. We feel the love.
That's so funny.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That is so messed up.
That ain't no good.
All right. Oh man. So Vandra will not be able to get any understanding about that either. And just just because of that, Vandra just gets the sudden idea to make Matatopa and ask Matatopa to hit him. And of course, I rolled a 12 for Matatopa. Followed by an 11, so it is successful. That mace is a D12, right?
Yes.
So you have your mace. Did we see your mace get
Okay,
taken away?
that is 5 plus whatever. So what's the total with a 5?
Oh, Am I adding like the strength or like?
Yeah, you're adding your melee damage.
Oh, okay. That's 24.
Okay, so you just hit Vandra with a whopping 24 points of damage as Vandra will say, yeah, something is off about this one. Monotopa will say, oh, come on. You know that I'm always strong and deadly. It was foolish of you to ask for me to strike you. Vandra, that was one of the worst decisions you've made.
I don't like this.
As you guys are figuring that out, let's cut to Monotopa. Monotopa, where we last left off, you were finding out that the shield, sword, and M were all one. And then you were transported into a more shadowy place than before. And you were near this baby, and you were out of breath with sounds of battle all around you. What are you doing?
And I saw that the baby was, and I'm trying to keep the baby quiet.
Yes.
So I'm gonna try to scoop the baby up and run to where I think there might be safety.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to run away from battle.
Okay. So you are running fast. As you run, you realize that your steps are not normal steps. Every, I guess, stride that you make is you jumping through shadows, gaining distance. So you are actually like every step is more like every 300 feet, like is one step for you. Just almost skipping through shadows as you're running with this baby. And as that happens, you get to a point where you don't hear sounds of battle anymore, but you will see almost a forest made of shadows. Like the trees are shadows, the ground and the grass is shadows, the bushes are shadows, even the sky is a lighter shadow. It's almost like the area is a shadow, like a silhouette.
I'm gonna roll knowledge and see. I mean, do I know? Am I in the plane of shadows?
You can roll knowledge.
All right. So 22.
You're not sure. You just know that this is someplace that Monotopa hasn't seen before, but for some reason this seems familiar. Like you know your way around this area for some reason.
Then I'm going to look at the baby and make sure that it's not wounded.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and is it like is it a baby or is it an infant? Can it talk? I mean, is it like...
It is a baby.
Okay, I'm going to look around to see, is there anyone around? Well, first, I'm going to look to see if it's injured.
Okay.
Because it's crying, and it might be crying because it's injured. So, 32.
Okay. With the 32, you will see that it is missing an arm.
Oh.
Like from the elbow down.
Wow.
Is this like a fresh wound, or is it like, was it born missing an arm?
It seems fresh.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast healing to try to heal it. I mean, just to to close the wound.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And as you are closing the wound, you see that the wound, while its body seems to be made of shadow, the wound, the arm that is missing begins to come back, but it is not made of shadow. It is like skin, solid skin. That's what you see.
Okay. Now I'm going to look around to see if there's anywhere that I can take the child, or if there's anyone around that I can ask what the heck is going on.
Okay.
No, actually, no. I am going to try to get a mental picture in my mind of my secret grove.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to take the baby there.
Oh, okay. As you are getting a mental picture, go ahead and roll your magical aptitude for me and mental fortitude.
Okay. So 38 on the magical aptitude and 26 on my mental fortitude.
So while it was a bit hard to focus with everything that's going on, you are able to picture this grove. And it seems like it is supposed to be for this baby. And as you get the picture of that, you begin to almost enter into the grove. And when you enter in, the baby is no more. But you see an elon that is 8'6", and you see that they are carrying a shield and a mace, and there's a sword on it, like sheathed as well, and there's also a bow, and they're on their back. They seem to be defined in terms of muscle and wearing armor, and you seem to not be able to move. It seems like you can speak, but every time you make noise or something, it's almost as if the elon can't hear you.
So the baby's gone. There's an elon in the grove, and I'm going to watch and see what is the elon doing in my grove.
The elon begins a ritual, much like what you would do in your grove, and begins to meditate and focus on things. Once done, you notice that the mace is missing from the elon's hand, and it will get up, walk to you, like almost making eye contact to you. And you swear that it picks you up.
I'm going to say, Brimstone, are you showing me what it is that I am to become?
Are you saying that in your mind? Are you saying it out loud? What's going on?
I'm saying that out loud, hoping that Brimstone is like magically put me there.
Okay. You say it out loud, and again, the elon doesn't even respond, almost as if it does not hear you. But you will hear the brothers reunited. Yes, they are together once more.
So I'm going to look at the elon again, and then I'm going to say again, Brimstone, is this my brother? Do I have a brother?
As you say, Brimstone, is this my brother? You look at the face of the Elon and you swear it's your face. As soon as you see that, you are snapped back to the room where Brimstone is speaking to you.
So I have a brother? A twin brother? Or did I just see myself in the future?
You have seen, and while you have seen yourself, you must learn when you have seen yourself.
Ah. So I have to find more of my purpose.
Yes. And the first step is, and as that, as he begins to finish up the sentence, the flames that were on your arm, that were in the shape of the M and then the shield and the sword, will dissipate, and you will see just a scar. It's just a deep burned, like ingrained scar into your skin. And he will say, it will start with your growth. And once the flames dissipate, he will say, take your sword. As the we call it a rune now. So as the rune begins, like it's in front of you, it comes up from the ground and stands upright. So now you see the shield made of black lava flames and the sword in it and the M in front of you, standing up.
Oh, wow.
And he will say, take your sword and your shield and take your name.
Oh, so I'm gonna reach out and embrace them, and hold them close to me.
Okay.
All right.
So are you taking them one at a time?
Yes. Well, yes.
Okay. As you grab this, are you starting with the sword or the shield?
Yep. Grab the sword.
As you grab the sword will extend almost like a bow staff, just of pure black flames, before you swear it goes into your body like as skin, and you feel it like your veins turn black, as if they are shadow, and you see that transfer along yourself. When you grab the shield, your body turns back to normal, like veins don't seem shadowy. You still have, now you have your regular brown skin, like that of the Elon, and nothing crazy happens. But as you grab the M, you think of Maratopa. He walks in shadows. And as you grab the M, almost like immediately, you know that part of your purpose requires you to become even deadlier than you are now. And with that, you must be the Shadow Stalker of Death.
Dang.
Oh, okay.
That's a title to hold.
Shadow Stalker of Death.
Wow.
I get down with that.
Wow.
And your name is still He Who Walks in Shadows.
Yes,
but
yes.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay. Then I am going to hold them with pride as I, sort of put them into myself, internalize it. And I'm going to turn to Brimstone and I am going to say, thank you for giving me understanding of where my path should lead me, I will walk the path with boldness and will not let Alamega down.
As you say that, you'll hear, we shall see. Great things are to come.
Wow.
And you are no longer there. You are in the mansion. Out of game, that is your thing.
Oh, okay. All right, sweet.
Wow.
Sweet.
That is cool.
All right.
And so the rest of Wahuru, before Matatopa comes back, as things were going on, you will see that the eyes that were like lava will no longer be like that. They will just be brown.
Okay.
Except one is actually green. And the shadowy skin begins to turn brown again, like that of an elon. And he becomes like more fleshy, like actual skin. And he begins to look even more so like Matatopa until it seems like it is Matatopa.
Whew.
Or are you
Matatopa.
feeling all right for the second time, Matatopa?
I am feeling enlightened. I have been on quite a journey, but our road is not yet done. Have we done all that we can in this place?
Wait. Go over and strike the Carvin.
And then the Carvin is just gonna like stare at Stitch.
Oh yeah.
Like
Vandra, I'm gonna actually roll I'm gonna roll persuasion to try and cover up the wound specifically to Matatopa as quickly as possible with a healing spell to do performance. So that is a 20, unfortunately. So Vandra will and just a quick old salve.
Insight.
Yeah.
Yep, I got you.
Yeah. So Vandra goes, yes, I second that. You should strike Nicarvin.
And then the Carvin is like, okay, all right, this isn't cool. She's just gonna, try and stay stoic about it.
Guys, we don't have time for this foolishness. Plus, I gather from tangling with Nicarvin's darker self that hitting her would be quite a challenge.
Yep, it's him. He's backing down.
All right.
That's
good.
what Vandra will say.
Have we searched through the mansion? I don't know how long I was away.
No, we searched this room only. Do you think it's wise for us to search the remainder of this mansion?
I think perhaps we should search for a way to destroy it, be that burning it or whatever. However, my concern is we did see there were innocents that seemed to have walked in here. I don't know where they are.
Then we shall look for them.
Yeah.
My blade needs to taste that of the wicked.
Sorry, Vandra and I were on a very long journey once we got here. Was the room we were not in earlier descending into this mansion?
I am not completely sure what is happening, but I do know that if people need help, liberation even, then Wahuru shall answer the call.
Absolutely.
Vandra, I did not see you come in. I thought you descended from the stairs. and I don't know. Turning to Belac, did you guys go upstairs or were you? Because Manitoba wasn't out of game. Manitoba,
Yeah.
On the first floor.
And Belac will say, "No, they came down some stairs. We don't know. I saw Nicarwin first, and then later, apparently Vandra was in here. So
shall we? I guess Manitoba is going to take out his mace and shield, and say, "Let's head upstairs quietly."
As you do that, Vandra is going to say, I need to talk to you alone once we have saved these people.
That's crazy you say that.
Stitch is going to take.
I mean, that may or may not be a thing. I was just, making sure.
Okay.
Hey, you're gonna see Stitch take out his sword and look and see if it's gold, and then put it back.
You take out your sword and it is not gold. It is the same sword you've had.
He's like, oh well.
Dang.
Then to Vandra, we will talk back in mud. And I'm going to go first up the stairs. Is it
okay?
Is it dark? Is it light? Is it?
It is now. Let's see, because I believe it was Eve the last time we. So it is now approaching dark. Yes, it is. The equivalent of a winter 6 p.m. So it's kind of getting dark.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Then I'm going to head up the stairs. Try to move as stealthily as possible.
I'll take up the rear.
Okay. Follow right. Well, see, I was thinking I would take the lead. So in that case, if you take the lead, I'll follow right behind.
I was gonna take the lead. Dang.
Nicarwin's been.
I mean, if you guys want to take the first shot, I'll gladly let you.
Yeah. Nicarwin's been pushed to third.
All right.
The halflings are in the middle.
I was gonna say, Nicarwin will create a shadow you can hide behind by standing.
Hilarious.
As so 36 on the roll to go up stealthily.
Okay. Oh yeah. Everyone else can roll stealth as well.
Okay.
Halflings.
Nicarwin actually isn't gonna roll stealth. If anything is coming, she wants to be the first to be noticed, so you guys can hide better.
But you're in the middle of the group. Okay. Well. The rest of us are stealthing like silent as a mice. Darwin is stomping up the stairs.
Not stomping. It's just I'm not taking effort to. Okay. All right.
All that armor and whatnot just rattling up.
The plan is you guys can hide while Nicarwin brings the attention to herself.
Oh man, this is hilarious.
I got a 38.
Okay. I did meh. I got a 34. So with the rest of us stealthing, I mean, we feel pretty good about it. We go up the stairs, and we see what appears to be some children. They seem to be picked up by someone. We can't tell. They are cloaked and like a hooded cloak. And they definitely took notice of us coming up the stairs. So they have already turned a different direction.
So there's somebody who is carrying kids?
Yes. Trying to leave. It seems almost like they're trying to leave with them.
Okay. Now, do I see shadows near them? Because if so, I want to step into the shadows and try to stop them.
You'll see shadows that are about 15 feet away from them.
Okay. Then I'm going to step into the shadows and does it? Okay, I'm going to roll insight. 37. Does this look like? Oh, no. You said they were like dark cloaked shadows. People. All right. So I'm going to assume they're not friendly people, and I am going to try to use my mace. I'm going to eject it to try to trip them up.
Okay.
So I guess that would be RIB.
Yes.
All right.
And
I don't want to take the chance of hitting the kids.
yeah.
So
65.
65 to trip them up.
Yeah.
That does not trip them.
Yeah, Carvin was, as soon as she saw the hooded figures, does she know anything about the children being involved, or does she just see the hooded figures?
You see the hooded figures figure carrying children, like almost like football carrying or whatever, just like kind of carrying and just running.
And if that's not going to work, I will just run and tackle them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
So
if they're carrying kids like that, Carvin is just gonna full sprint, try and like touch attack dude to stop them from running.
As you guys, so Matatopa, you went through the shadows, and then you tried to do the range. So now you've been running after them. Nicarvin, you are starting to run after them. Stitch is gone real quick. So then Vandra will
I'm back.
Oh, okay. Stitch, what are you doing?
I also have runner.
Yes.
I'm going to also run towards them.
Okay. Vandra is casting an earthen wall as well as running towards them to try and block their escape path. With that, the room looks as though there's an earthen wall in front of the figure that is running forward, carrying children. Matatopa is about 15 feet away. Actually 10 feet now because you began running. Nicarvin and Vandra are taking long strides as they are both booking towards the figure. And Stitch, you said you're also running towards it?
Yes.
Then everyone roll impulse for me.
I feel the vibes. Oh, I got a 12. That's a 37.
Nice.
Woo! I thought I was good with my 28.
Oh.
I was like, oh yeah, I got a 29.
Man.
Wait, just to clarify, I said 37, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So Nicarvin, you will reach the cloaked figure first.
Mm-hmm. So, can I use my free attacks as touch attacks, or do those have to be just like I roll and then I get one roll? Because I do have. Okay, so you know how I have free attacks, right? That like don't cost any APR. So I have 2 at -4 to hit and -4 to damage, and I have 2 that are just normal. Can I use those as touch attack rolls or no?
Let's see. Touch attack is slightly different than free attack. So based on the die roll, a touch attack without the given proficiencies will take 2 of the free attacks because it's still physical, but it's not quite the same as like throwing all these punches and stuff, which is what you were practicing. So because of that, it'll take the slot of 2 free attacks, not just the 1.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. So if I use the -4/-4 one, do you just want me to take the roll at a -4?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
got it. So
it
then,
burns both of them.
yep, got it. Okay, then in that case, I'll do my base one. That was cocked. Okay, 7. So that'll be 29.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the touch attack.
I was like,
I'm sprinting and I'm trying to like grab this guy.
Okay.
Stop running.
With a 29, you do not, though. The impulse was higher.
Yep. All right. Well, that's why I have my second set up. That one is also a 9, so that'll be. Oh no, that'll be. The other one was a. Wait, the other one was a 7, right? Yeah. So then this would be.
I don't know.
No, it's fine. I rolled a 9 this time, so that'll be 31.
Okay. That will not.
That won't? Okay, well, I have one more. Okay, another 9. No, because, yeah, okay. All right, and then that's -4, so +5. 27.
They got a 12 on their roll for the impulse this time.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, well, Nicarvin is, just yelling, shouting for this man to stop, and she just can't get a hang on, like, cloak, no part of his body. You guys are free to make your move.
It is now its turn as it seems to step into the wall.
Wait,
Children,
okay, how much are we doing APR, or I thought it was just like a chase scene? Because
I did impulse to see what was happening in order. So you were the only one fast enough to go before it.
Wow.
I got you.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if I could use like my APR 4 touch attacks instead of just throwing 1 touch attack with all of my APR.
Well, this isn't technically around yet.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I was saying. All right, then that's valid then.
So as it just runs forward, and it just runs, not smacking into the wall, just runs and is no longer there.
I don't still have my Vanador's Delight where I can phase through the walls.
No, that would have been long gone, buddy. Long gone.
All right.
But it does seem as though the children did not go through the wall with the cloaked figure.
Oh,
okay.
Wow. Okay.
So are the children here then?
Yes.
I want to roll insight, see how many kids are there.
Okay.
I got a 9 plus insight, 35.
I just realized that you wouldn't need to roll insight. How many kids are there? Roll insight. You 2.5, but you're not sure if there's a third. Yeah, you see 3 kids.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, so then I want to go up to them and check and see if they're okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we'll use that insight roll for that then.
Okay.
I mean, you see them; they seem a bit bruised, and there's like marks and bruises on them. Some look like they seem to be from rope or something like that. Some of them look to be like burns, almost like branding marks. Each kid actually has one. And then some just looks to be like whip marks, like lashes on the children.
And how many kids were there again?
There are 3.
Okay.
While Stitch is examining the children for their injuries, Nicarvin is going to summon forth her weapons, and she's going to try to like kick through the wall that the dude ran through, just to see if there's a way to keep the pursuit going on him, or like if he's watching that he knows Nicarvin's ready to fight.
Yeah, I mean, if Nicarvin is running still towards the wall, I'm assuming that you're going to try and go through it, so I'll just dispel the earthen wall.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sweet. So then Nicarvin is going to keep trying to, tabs on where this guy is just by chase.
As Nicarvin is running, Vandra will say, "Someone needs to go with her," and I don't want it to be me.
I don't want it to be me.
Manitoba will continue running then.
Okay. And then as that happens,
Do we still see the person?
you don't.
Okay.
That's tough.
So I guess we'll run towards maybe to the end of the corridor or whatever.
Okay.
Nicarvin is going to roll insight while she's running to see if there's any noticeable disturbances that would be where the guy was trying to run from.
Okay.
Okay. That's a 3. 35.
You don't notice anything like that.
Nothing knocked over. All right. Then in that case, Nicarvin is gonna, now that the trail is kind of lost, she's gonna try and use her magical attunement and see if Earth Meld was cast in the area. Magical attunement 23.
You don't.
Dang. All right.
Manitoba will say, Nicarvin, just stay here and look, make sure that whoever it was doesn't come back this way.
Of course.
I'm going to just look around the area, trying to make sure that I keep the rest of Wahuru in my line of sight.
Okay.
But to see if there's anybody else we can rescue.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So in that
As
case,
you look around, you will see one more child that seems to be still tied up. Sort of. It still seems like it was beaten and bruised up and everything, but not quite as much as the others. And oddly, it's definitely separated from the other children. But it's in a different area. Yeah, that child.
Okay. Then I'm going to free the child, and I'm going to try to talk to. Is it a boy or a girl?
This one is a boy.
Okay. I'm going to try to talk to him using wood tongue, and say it is okay. You're safe. We will get you away from this evil place and take you to the dwarves, that perhaps they can help find your family.
It'll flinch a bit when you're cutting the rope and stuff, and you won't burn me with the sword.
That I will not do. And if anyone tries to do so, I will cut them down.
And skeptical and weak, the child will get up. He seems to be looking around. Just looking around and making sure, looking deep into the area.
I will give the child my hand, and so I'll have to put my shield up. So I'm having my hand, but I'm going to keep my the mace out.
Okay. The child will take your hand, but it seems to make a point to stay away from the mace.
Okay, no problem. And I'm bringing the child back to the rest. And
would Nicarvin see you coming back, or is she still just watching that?
You would see. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, oi, Manitoba, I see you found one. Do you want me to keep watch here, or would you prefer I came back with the rest?
Well, I think I couldn't find anything else. So we should probably pretty much get on out of here. But first, I think we need to try to destroy this place.
You have a preferred method?
As you say that, Vandra's ears will perk up and say, "Finally, somewhere I can let out some steam."
All
And
right.
just crack his knuckles and take out his sword, and then he will go to Belac and say, "Belac, may I have Caliph back?" And upon retrieving Caliph, he will take his two swords.
Vandra, wait a second. We're still in the building?
Then you shall leave. And then he will take the two swords, cross together, and say, "Amani na Salamu. The spirits speak to me of blood, so I shall deliver yours." And he will bestial assault on the mansion.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna take the kids with me. And we heading out as you do that.
Yeah, he'll begin just cutting at it.
Okay. Nicarwin was gonna roll. Actually, she still is. Just from a distance where Vandra doesn't strike. She's gonna roll. Actually, is that a thing I can roll? Like, if I do insight, I can do assess fortification and see like where the building would be most vulnerable to break, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I'll go ahead and do that. That would be 40, 42. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, Vandra did 50 damage with the breath weapon alone and 220 in attacks. So 270 points of damage, 271 points of damage to trying to just hit it. You guys will notice that like Vandra was just swinging, and as he hits the walls with his sword, every slash that he did seems deep, but almost like as if the mansion is regenerating. It would just and just close up whatever he was slashing up.
Whoa.
Huh. Hey, Pocket Dimension says, time for a forest fire. Knew we'd find the culprit. Yeah, Pocket's referring to that other stream we have. That's
Yeah, you know, they might not be strangers to forest fires.
Monotopa's also going to get into it then. I'm going to take out my mace. Well, okay. Who's taking the kids out?
I got it.
That I was gonna say
Reaper and Belac will volunteer.
Okay.
I was gonna say perhaps we could spare the children from witnessing, you know, acts of violence.
Vandra has already started.
Yeah, no, I realized.
Monotopa's going to take out his mace and just start welling.
Okay.
Okay.
So can I like get the results from my assess fortification roll? I got the 42.
Doesn't that mean you have to get like a 30 or lower?
What?
Oh, is it just an insight roll?
Oh yeah, no, it's just an insight roll.
It's not like alert to danger.
No. So assess fortification, basically, it just lets me see like, you know, weaknesses in a building and like the infrastructure and, you know, how well it builds, that kind of thing. I'm trying to look for like, you know, a way that would make this building, you know, fall easily, like, you know, weakness in the infrastructure.
You looking at the damage it is taking from Monotopa and Vandra, the only thing you can think of is probably, you have to burn this thing.
Oi, Monotopa and Vandra, try not to waste your energy. I don't think those walls are coming down anytime soon.
I want to roll insight to see if there's any like lanterns.
Lanterns?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a percentage die. Let's see. There's a lantern, yeah.
All right, so that's what we're gonna get, baby.
Okay. Vandra will say,
Why not? It's just, I mean, why can't we destroy it?
Oh, we can definitely destroy it, but we're gonna need to be out of the building first.
I'm not sure because I am slicing the walls, and it is not allowing me. The damage is not staying.
Exactly. Monotopa, Stitch, why don't you take the captive children outside? I believe Vandra and I can start a fire from within here that'll destroy the mansion.
Trust and believe. I shall light it ablaze. And Vandra will use
Okay.
3 different proficiencies at once.
Oh, I'm trying to grab Vandra's arm and I want him to stop until the captive children are outside.
Late.
No, come on, please. You gotta give me the impulse, please.
Okay, we can roll impulse. Okay. That's actually fair. That's fair.
Thank you.
I got a 35.
That would be. Nope, I got a 33. You go before me.
Woo! The one time I actually rolled a 12. Okay.
That's so dumb.
So you grab Vandra's hand as Vandra uses his handy dandy half spell combo with multi spell combo.
Okay.
With spell dominate combo.
You're really doing all of this.
To ignite this thing.
Did you learn nothing from the whole spirit realm, Mark? We do things together, bro.
You're with me, so great. So Vandra is casting both Bounding Beam and Bane of Flesh, and then with his spell Dominate, he's also boosting it for
his cast this around the kids, bro.
Hey, we all gotta run. We all be running.
And for his last one, he will cast. It's not Slam, is it? Hold on. It's in his grimoire. Y'all can run while I'm looking.
Okay, all right. So while that's happening, Nicarvin is going to tell Monotopa, take 2 of the children. Stitch and I'll take one and we'll run. And then...
Well, the halflings already took the children.
Yeah, they already started taking them, so yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Then she's just going to point at Monotopa and Stitch. We need to get out of here. Let's go.
I'm already gone.
All right. Monotopa.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I lied.
You lied.
Vandra is casting the multi-spell on Ashfall 2 and Ash Ignite. And then he's doing a Bounding Beam for the spell Dominate. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
Monotopa Stitch is the right idea. We should get
out. As you guys are leaving, Vandra, you'll see him wave his hands. You guys can help if you want to, but he'll wave his hands. And
Monotopa's going to stand near Stitch, but I won't leave until near Vandra, but he's not going to leave until Vandra does.
Okay, and so you guys will see just ashes begin to fall.
Okay.
And Vandra will even toss out some of his pocket ashes too to just go. And as that happens, you'll see the pocket ashes ignite first, that spread to the ashes that are falling. And it just seems like a rain of fire. And then you'll see a beam that seems to cross into the mansion as well.
Okay. Before this fire spreads too far, Nicarvin is going to ask Monotopa, I'm going to go out and make sure the children are safe outside. Can you prepare a portal breach so that way when this place comes down, you two can leave safely?
We will be out. Yeah, I mean, because we're, as it's starting to catch on fire, we're going to be leaving.
Yeah, we're going to leave.
Well, I don't know what's in this building. You guys could get attacked, jumped, knocked out. So I want you to have that portal breach ready. Nicarvin is going to head outside and, watch it from a safe distance.
The fire will create many shadows for us. We will be out.
Yes. So
fires that create light
will also create shadows.
Yes.
Shadows that wouldn't already be there?
Yeah.
Light creates, cast shadows because you need light to have a shadow.
I feel like those shadows would already been there.
Wow.
Taking out your ways of escape.
So you guys will see that, but as you're leaving, and then especially Monotopa, who is standing there, as you guys are leaving, you see Vandra doing this, and it is like so many flames that that are just happening, and yet it seems as though the mansion is slow to catch. And especially you guys may not see it as much as you guys are leaving, but Matatopa, you will note that it is slow to catch. You're like, oh my gosh, with all the fire, it should definitely be on fire more.
Oi, Stitch, do you have a way of starting fires?
Out of frustration, Vandra's going to add his own sunbeam again to try and boost this.
Yeah, Matatopa's gonna. Let me see what spell Matatopa's going to toss at it.
I'm gonna go grab that lantern that I saw.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Are you? I mean, once you grab it, what are you doing?
I'm gonna ask me, Carvin, can you like this?
Oh, I'm not the greatest at beginning fires, but I could give it a shot. Basically, I don't believe I have a fire starting proficiency. I have to use rope though.
Wow. Let me see if the lantern is in the same room.
Yeah.
It is not, so I didn't even notice.
Well, that's dope.
Dang it.
With
let's go ask the guys to see can they like this for us.
No, Matatopa will also do the ash fall.
Okay. As you do.
Actually, wait,
to
no.
add to the flames that you've already started.
Nikarvin has a torch. Can she just go to like where the nearest instance of fire would be and light that?
Yeah, I mean you could light it with fire. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to light it on your guys' fire, and then I'm gonna go outside and see if I can roll assess fortification again, if that's okay with you. I got first I'll let you know what I'm looking for. I want to go around like the foundation and see like where would be the best spot to try and start to burn so things would like collapse, and then Nikarvin is so for my roll, my insight was a 39.
I went knee. I'm outside with knee. I'm gonna collapse. I'm outside with
It's just like I want to see what the guys are doing. You know what? Actually, let me see what Nikarvin outside is doing now.
So I got a 39. I just want to see where I can try to start fires on the outside that would, spread the easiest.
You'll find a dry patch of grass near the mansion.
Hey, I got to report
patch
something.
Of grass near the mansion?
Oh, yeah? What's up?
I'm sorry. I got to report something terrible. Mika, I don't like what she said. She said Vandra is bringing up the gates of Hades, and Stitch is looking for a match. On the road, man. Hold on.
Hey, look. Stitch's specialty is arrows. Okay, that's not.
So I'm gonna. Matatopa is going to say, "I will start a fire below," and so I'm going to rush down and start do the ash.
Well, before you, so as soon as you say that, Vandra will say, then once it is started, leave, where I will too, so that we're just gonna.
And so then I'm gonna go down, and I'm not even gonna go all the way down to the basement itself. Okay. I'm just gonna be at the steps.
Okay.
Ash fall.
Okay.
2 ash fall spells, and then 2 ash ignite spells.
Okay.
Going down into the basement.
Nikarvin is gonna ask. She's gonna ask Belac, if I set a fire on this high patch of grass, do you think you could use your blood magic to keep the fire from spreading past a certain point? We want the mansion to burn, but not the surrounding land.
Belac is gonna be like, I don't think that's how it works, but I can create an earthen wall that maybe will shield these guys, or maybe an ice wall or something.
I was going to say, I believe your blood would be able to put out the fire, but if an earthen wall would work as well, that'd be fine.
You trying to drain the boy? My
Probably,
goodness.
I'm just saying, if he has the blood, he can like maneuver it so that way it's just like constantly putting it out without using
How much blood you trying to use?
Not
He's
insane
like
amount.
3.5 foot tall, dude.
You're thinking it's gonna be like a water hose. I'm thinking he'll just take like an amount that will like put out the base of fires. Anyway, if he's willing to put up the earthen wall, I'll catch fire to the tall grass and, see if I can't get some small sticks lined up so that way there's like more fuel leading towards the mansion.
Okay. Yeah, so you do that. Stitch, you see that happening. You'll see smoke begin to come from underneath the mansion as well. Maritopa, you'll see the flames begin to catch on the roof. Not the roof of the mansion, but the ceiling of the basement of the So you're looking at there, yeah. And then Vandra will still having a little bit of trouble having his flames catch onto the mansion in the main body, and with his breath weapon, he's finding some trouble. He's gonna just give it all he's got, and with his free hand, take out a fire percussion and just toss it and let it explode as he just runs out. So
all right,
that is what Vandra's doing. So you guys will see the half dragon just he runs out of the mansion. I guess Maritopa is stepping to the outside.
Yes, going to step. Maritopa's going to step through the shadows.
Yeah.
Take one last look, and just before I step out, I'm going to take my mace and bang it against the side of the house, just for good measure. Okay, you do that, and I'm going to say, "Be strong and be deadly."
and then Nicarbuin, you'll see that trail go towards it, and as the flames begin to consume it, almost as if it wasn't put out, it's still on fire. The area is clear. It is calm now, and the mansion is no longer.
Wow.
Swell.
Awesome.
And that is where we will stop for today.
All right. I'm feeling it.
Yes. CamFam, thanks for joining us for another installment. I do have some questions for you guys. First of all, what is the mansion?
Wow.
Considering earlier that there was a room that seemed to be alive, and there was, I believe it was a devil with malice grinder. He had his own throne set up. There were, huge cataglass constructs and wraiths who were, or not wraiths, but shadows who were, moving through the cataglass. They were able to cast a spell that went through even my magic resist, which, you said it was somewhere up in the hundreds, which is just insane. I'm going to say that these guys were using this mansion as a sort of base of operations. I'm going to say with the big cataglass domes, they were probably preparing some kind of sacrifice, or they were planning to create something. And this was like the sort of gateway where like this devil was managing his operations in Mythandria.
Okay. Stitch?
I'm going to say that the mansion was a gateway to Dennis.
Okay. And then second question, and everyone can answer this. How do you think the cloaked figure escaped?
I was just going to say... I'm just going to say he used Earth Meld to go through the earthen wall.
Okay.
I think portal breach.
Okay.
Yeah, I think portal breach sounds good. I'll go portal breach.
Yeah. I think those answers. In fact, you know what? I want to say portal meld.
It's the lowest common denominator.
Secondly, what did you think was going on with Maritopa?
Mm. Wow. I think that he was being promoted. Obviously with his fancy title, so I definitely think he'll been promoted. I think also too it shows, I believe, all of the time he spent in meditation, it benefited him. I think that he's still obviously trying to pursue his purpose, but I think again he's elevated tonight.
Okay.
Maratopa was told that he has a brother, which, I don't know necessarily if that's meant to be taken literally, figuratively, if that, means something we just don't know yet. But I'm going to say that Maratopa in some way was given purpose. He was asking, all of these awful things have happened to me, and it's difficult to, manage myself through the rage. And so Brimstone, it seems like a pretty angry guy. I'm going to say that he's, like he said, focusing Maratopa's rage into a purpose for, Alamega, perhaps to find his brother, or, manage his weapon in some kind of way. I believe his weapon may be his brother, from what I understand. I'm going to say anger management classes.
What? Okay.
A lot of concepts, but none of them go into like one.
Yeah, I was like, there was a lot coming at me at once.
There's not one solid thesis statement there, so just take that as you will.
Yeah. All right, so we got 5 different answers for Anthony. What do you think, Maratopa?
I think in a way the weapon is like his brother, is part of him. That might have been lost. I don't think he has a physical brother. And I think that what he was seeing was what he should become. And I think what Wahuru was seeing is what he could become, and I think he was carrying himself as a child.
Wow.
Because when he came to the grove, he felt like it was made for that child, and that's his grove. So that's what I'm thinking. Could be wrong. Wow. Hope I'm not, but that's what I got.
Okay. And the last and final question: what do you think was going on with Stitch?
Stitch, you want to go first for this one?
No.
This is like, I want to roll again, see if Danu's going to answer the big question.
That's so funny. Okay. I'm going to say that because, the nature of devils and demons, they sit in kind of contrast with, the Celestials. I'm going to say that Stitch was being awarded in some kind of way for doing good against the forces of evil that would, tried to defy his goddess's will, and for doing so he was given a sort of vision of golden weapons, him prospering. He did good by his god, and so his god is rewarding him for essentially carrying out her will.
Go on.
No, go ahead.
No, go Stitch. Don't Stitch. I want you to steal my answer, Stitch.
You've kind of done it like once or twice.
Would I do that? No, I think that when Stitch had the vision, and in his mind he was still wrestling with, how does this help? I think that still shows there's some development within Stitch that he needs to mature to. I think it was very insightful that even though he was struggling mentally, he spoke out, yes, I will, because I must. So I think ultimately Stitch has to submit to the greater call that he has on his life, the destiny that the path is before him. Even though Stitch is still wrestling with it, I think that ultimately that's what he must submit to. I think also too, with the sword, Stitch was wrestling with the idea, I'm an archer, so I don't understand how this sword impacts my future. But then when it was revealed to him, actually it's a bow. I think that's also just another confirmation to Stitch that said, hey, things are not as they appear to be. but if you stay true to the course, then you will be able to receive more insight and more knowledge.
All right. That wasn't bad.
I just realized I could have used my helmet to probably catch that guy. Dang.
Yeah.
The moment's passed, man. The moment's passed.
Man.
I think with Stitch, he was seeing what the heirloom, the promise of the heirloom, because the piece of hair turned into the string of the bow, which I believe that's not done yet, so there's still more power to be given from that. And the lake, I believe in the past you heard its name, which was Aquasulis, which was a lake from your culture,
right?
Which was and is holy to Danu. So I think you have to go there to further your understanding of what your path is.
Okay. I like my response better, but okay.
Based on the answers, let's see, that was 4 questions. And I think each of you guys excelled on one of them individually. So each of you will get 5 for the questions.
Thank you.
I will go ahead and roll to see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of us. Oh man, Belac and Reaper aren't here. Okay, in that case, I will just do a D4. And that is a 3. So we get 3 for tonight with that.
Thank
you. With that, Camp Fam, thank you for joining us for another installment of EverMore with EverLore. I'm your host and LM Uriah. It was awesome to game with you guys. Be sure to check us out on our social media. We got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, and Discord. That's EverLoreGame. We love the conversation. We love the community, and we love you, Camp Fam. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube. That's EverLoreGame. Put that in the search bar. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell so you're notified whenever we upload a new video to that channel. We also have ManChildLTD.com up and ready for you to go ahead and visit to get you some cool merch like EverLore t-shirts and hoodies. And also get yourself a Monsters Menagerie if you want to get into the LMing, and a Traveler's Compendium if you want to go ahead and get started playing your own session with your friends, guys. Last but certainly not least, if you want to catch Wahuru, yes, that's right, showing it off. And if you want to catch Wahuru getting their own shenanigans live, okay, Thursday nights, 6:50 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's twitch.tv/EverLoreGame. Sure to check us out there. And then we also have a second stream that is Monday nights, 6:45 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/Essence of EverLore. And that is, again, Monday nights. And we're trying to get to 50 followers. So if you guys like tabletop role-playing games, go ahead and give us a follow. CamFam, if you're looking for a game that promotes diversity and customization that is not bound by classes or levels, then this game is for you.
Is for you.
Thanks
for you.
See ya.
Peace out, CamFam.
Peace,
See you next week.
Fam.
All right, good job, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, no.